So here we go, Gemini. All right. So what immediately comes is that kind of like the world is your oyster in the month of July, and you might be going on a trip, well, also summer holidays, right? But I do feel that you are the sign that can feel at home in any part of the world. It's always a difficult phase in terms of you might need to adjust and readjust, and it comes with a lot of nerves. But you are the sign that can make your home anywhere you want. And for the month of July, this might be very relevant to many of you. I kind of feel like that on the personal level, Gemini in the month of July might be a bit lonely, or they might want to turn more internally. Gemini is usually extremely social, but for whatever reason, the month of July starts with like an introspective phase, and it might be due to a process that might have been prolonging itself for a while, and it's like, come on, like, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? You kind of feel like you just want to go into your little cocoon and please let me be for the time being. But you use this time to find a new way to propel yourself ahead. Money-wise, the month of July has new opportunities that might start very small, but they have a lot of potential to develop into something. I kind of feel like it has to do with your communication skills and potentially language skills. If you are in the area of also teaching little children, like in not kindergarten children, but I would put the age until the teens. So that could be a way to make money for yourself in the month of July. I immediately think of these summer camps. So like possibilities of making money with this is definitely lingering out there. So if you love children, maybe that could be an option. Communication style. I'm thinking here that you would be not beating around the bush. I sense like this fiery energy from you, and when someone is doing whatever that you are not on board with, you're like, okay, whatever, I don't care. You say your piece and then you are just like, bye-bye, I'm out of here. Just treat carefully in the ways like when you switch off the emotional factor, that might come across to people as you are being slightly standoffish, okay? So just keep that in mind, that some people have a higher sensibility when it comes to communication style. So when you tell them off, it might cause some damage, but I'm not seeing here anything very bad happening, okay? Just be mindful of the standoffishness. There might be a bit of a misunderstanding with a younger sibling, but definitely sibling or cousin, but I'm kind of feeling like it's more a sibling or someone, a friend who you consider as almost family, like a brother or a sister, and you might have a communication difference. So it could be the exact kind of situation that I referred to beforehand, that since you are feeling a bit feistier than normal, that might rub people off the wrong way, and they will be like, okay, I don't have patience for this. But I'm not seeing a big fallout, but there could be a little pause of a smile in the relationship, okay? When it comes to your home, I kind of really feel like that you might be either moving abroad or getting familiar or getting more comfortable with the idea of placing yourself out of your normal home circumstances. So I kind of feel like definitely like abroad, but it's something that will definitely contribute to your self-development. It might be the end of a labor contract, or the way that you are being employed might be suffering some alterations. Alterations, definitely not alterations, okay? But yes, I do see in terms of career that either you, with like moving abroad or starting either a new position or a new function in the company, but in the world of work, there is a change coming. Or if you are going on a month-long holiday, you might be taking a break from work altogether. In terms of work situation, I definitely see a shift here. Let's get to something saucier. Let's talk a bit about love life. Gemini, I kind of feel like that you have been put to the test lately, and I even sense that you might have a female in the family, either a mom or a grandma or a saucy aunt, who is always giving you advice regarding like how you should do it. You know, those ladies who love to give their 2 cents. I kind of feel like you have been on the receiving end of this love, but this advice is extremely sage. So be that a mom, a grandma, an auntie, they are looking out for you and for your best interests. So when it comes to how you should approach love, and it could also refer to self-love, please try to take whatever you can from that advice, because it will ease your situation. For people who have kids, I kind of feel like that this has been recently a very testing period. So it does not refer only to July, but I kind of feel like this is a process that has been going on for a while, extremely challenging. But here again, you have an elderly. By elderly, I mean late 50s, 60s, maybe early 70s. So someone with already like a more ripe age, giving you advice and helping you in this situation. But let's get back to the love aspect. So the possibility, there might be someone new coming in the month of July. I'm not saying that this is the love of your life. Or if you are in a relationship that has been going on for like decades or like many years, there might be something good, something fresh, something positive happening. I kind of feel like you might spice it up, if you know what I mean. But yeah, definitely some nice positive changes happening here. But you also need to be more willing to tap into your femininity. Well, naturally, I'm not only talking to women, but men are not tapping into their femininity, but they might become a bit more vain. They might take a bit better care of themselves, like getting a new wardrobe, or doing something like putting in an extra effort to make the love connection better, okay? Because when you invest in yourself, that energy is definitely going to radiate to your partner as well, or to the other person who you might be getting to know. It is definitely a month. Feel free to shake it up a bit. If it involves investing a bit into your look, please do it, just to make yourself feel better. You need to be your most powerful self in the month of July in order to attract good things. But your stance in general, Gemini, in the month of July with other people around you is going to be a bit more introverted, okay? So you might be focusing more on some administrative stuff that is also weighing on you a bit. So you don't feel like socializing that much. It's not gonna be a party month, despite it being July. I don't see it being overly social, because you will be very mindful of your energy and what you spend it on. What else do we have here? I also feel that the month of July is not to acquire new knowledge or a new certificate or some kind of educational stuff. You should just let it slide for the month of July, because the shift in your work is already taking up enough mental space that you don't want to overburden yourself with another course, or like I don't know, finishing some language exam or whatever. It's definitely not the month to act too harshly or too reactively. You should just give yourself a break in this month, because it's going to be super necessary you gathering all this energy and all these reflections for the upcoming month. Because I do feel that by you investing into your well-being, into your looks, into nourishing yourself, that will boost your self-confidence in such a way that the month of August is going to be, well, it's gonna be the month of the lion, okay, like Leo time, and let it shine. So yes, that would be it for Gemini for the month of July.